in my profound gratitude to the Global Center for Climate Mobility for displaying visionary leadership in organizing this historic first ever Berlin Climate Mobility Forum. This groundbreaking initiative provides a vital platform to accelerate partnerships by enabling collaboration across sectors, regions, and constituencies, building a common agenda and developing concrete approaches to address the complex realities of climate mobility. The Kingdom of Lesotho is deeply honored to participate in this landmark event, which marks a significant milestone in our collective journey to advance human-centered, justice-oriented responses to the multifaceted challenges of climate change. I take this opportunity to personally thank you, President Masisi, and you, Dr. Stroop, for the invitation extended to me and my delegation. It is a privilege to stand alongside you and other global leaders as we work together to forge meaningful and lasting solutions to the mounting climate-induced challenges facing our people, particularly the most vulnerable. Ladies and gentlemen, Lesotho's climate is generally classified as temperate with alpine characteristics. We experience hot summers and relatively cold winters, with temperatures often lower than those in countries at similar latitudes due to our elevation. Our lowest point sits at 1,400 meters above sea level. Our 4 distinct seasons are marked by wide fluctuations in temperature and erratic rainfall patterns. Snowfall, a regular occurrence between May and September, can be so intensive at times that it isolates rural communities, cutting them off from access to health services, education, and economic opportunities. These climatic and geographic conditions, when combined with socio-economic vulnerabilities, make Lesotho one of the most exposed countries in the world to the impacts of climate change. Impact assessments across sectors, water, agriculture, infrastructure, land use, and health, reveal a deeply concerning picture. The findings confirm that Lesotho's ecosystems and livelihoods are acutely vulnerable to rising temperatures, shifting precipitation patterns, land degradation, and extreme weather events. Lesotho's young people and women are not passive victims of climate disruption. They are already agents of resilience and innovation. Their leadership in developing climate mobility solutions can serve as a lever for transforming our adaptation strategies from reactive to anticipatory. By involving youth and women at every stage of the climate mobility conversation, from community-based planning to national policy, we can craft solutions that are more inclusive, context-specific, and effective. We urgently need whole-of-society approaches that prioritize participation, ownership, and inclusion. Climate mobility must be integrated across adaptation, mitigation, and loss and damage strategies. It must be embedded in our nationally determined contributions, national adaptation plans, national development strategies, disaster risk reduction frameworks, and all climate-relevant policy domains. Lesotho is committed to making climate mobility a key element of climate change planning. This includes allocating dedicated resources for women and youth-led climate education, ensuring that community-based knowledge is not only acknowledged, but actively shapes our national policies. The government of Lesotho is also working to strengthen institutional frameworks to better anticipate, monitor, and respond to climate-induced movements. Whole-of-society approaches will guide the development of our NDC, NAPs, technology needs assessments, gender action plans, capacity building initiatives, and resource mobilization strategies. We will center our communities, not just as recipients of policy, but as co-creators of solutions. I urge all leaders and policymakers present to take the same approach. Let us create national and regional platforms for the exchange of knowledge and experience on climate mobility. Let us incorporate the outcomes of these platforms into our formal climate strategies, ensuring are locally anchored and globally aligned. We cannot afford to treat climate mobility as a peripheral issue. It is a core challenge of our time, and also a central pathway to resilience, equity, and opportunity. This forum, this moment, must be a turning point. Let us leave Berlin with more than shared concerns. Let us leave with concrete commitments to protect those on the move, to empower the next generation, and to embed climate mobility at the heart of our climate response. The government of Lesotho stands ready to partner, to learn, and to lead alongside you in this transformative journey. Thank you for your attention.